Okay guys, today, hello, welcome to our Instituto Hamburgo Photography Club video, black and white photography. Today we talk a little bit obviously about black and white photography, and you will see here a shot I took in black and white, and for black and white, as you can see, it's very good, for example, architecture. So let's take a look at that, alright? We are with Fred Crawford. Fred Crawford is doing this lovely video with me. Freddy, you have quite a lot of experience in black and white photography, as we see here. Yes. What pictures do we see here? We see pictures of landscapes and pictures that depict as time has not passed away. Right. These are from your Expo monochrome, right? That is correct. Okay. Talking about black and white photography, Freddy. What would you say the general difference between black and white photography and color? In color, you don't care much about where the light is coming from. In black and white, you have to take into account all the shades where the light is coming from, because you will get grays, you will get black and white, and some grays. This is where you need to see where the light is shining. So the light is more important in black and white than it is in color? Absolutely. Yeah, yes. Because this is like what we got in black and white, right? Absolutely, yes. But basically we have there, yeah, I mean, it's two tones. Here sometimes I see there, for example, in this one, the boulder, right, this is a black and white with a wee bit of color. Yes. Yes, and here with the Yuma prison, right, we have like a pure black and white. So absolutely. With a little bit of sepia. Yes, so you see that the light is shining in one point, and the other one is not completely dark, but there's a shade of gray and black. Like in this one, we see the light shining from this side, and then you see the shadows and the dark parts. Very good. So this is something we have to take care of in black and white photography. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Yes. All right. Very good, Freddy. So shall we take a look at some of your pictures? Yes, sir. All right. Very great. Well. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. We are with Thorsten Ratzel, the director of Instituto Hamburgo, and his black and white photography. Tell us, Thorsten, what is it that you like about black and white photography? Hi Fred, and hi everyone from the Instituto Hamburgo de Idiomas Photography Club and all the people watching us today. Yes, what is it I like about black and white photography? Here we have a couple of pictures from my Expo monochrome. And actually you can see pretty good what I like about it, that we basically narrow it down to two colors, two tones, black and white, right, which gives the picture a different, how could you say that, Fred? It is not like color, obviously, where you have all this explosion of tones, right? In black and white, the light, as you mentioned before, is way more important. As you can see here in the agaves, yeah, here the shapes and the light, this is what makes these pictures interesting. Also here, look, this long leading line here in the chapel, yes, the carriage, or here, this wonderful picture, this landscape over here, where you can see this beautiful gray clouds. I checked the same picture also in color. It looks lovely, but it has this special touch, black and white, which also makes like an object I photographed a couple of months ago looking old, as you said, right? So this is actually, for me, what I like about black and white photography, the challenge of reducing color to basically two-tone families, the tones of black, shades of black and shades of white.
And what is your technique?
What is my technique? Well, since now we have the digital photography, I don't use film anymore, so I take the picture in color, right? So I see the image in color like you guys, but I think always, you know what, how would it work in black and white? So that's why for me the technique is basically checking the light, that the light is okay, because this is like very important where the light comes from. The shades, for example, right, that we saw in a picture of you actually from the Yuma prism, pretty good. Or maybe here from the Harim border, the reflections of the water, right? So there you have to take very much care of the lightening here, right? This is way more important than in a color picture. In a color picture, I can work more with each color. Here I just have two. That's why the light is so important. So that's basically what my technique. When I take the picture in color, I check later, okay, how in Photoshop or any other editor you would like to do, how it would look in the editing process in black and white, right? Because then is it also a picture that works? For example, a flower might not work as good in black and white as, for example, architecture and stuff like that, landscapes, that they work pretty good, right? That's what I think about black and white.
How do you choose a picture to be black and white?
As I mentioned, pretty much about the motive. I think what works best in my case for black and white is landscapes, also architecture, that works best, but also a lot of other things like objects, for example. Like if you take a look at this airplane over there, a model actually made by you, Freddy, right? This is, for example, something that also works lovely in black and white. Yes, stills, objects you have in your house could work wonderful in black and white. Also, if you want to photograph antiques, portraits work wonderful in black and white. In the beginning of the video you saw actually two portraits of Fred and myself, right? So for portraits also black and white is really a good choice.
There you have it, friends. Words from Herr Rapsel and the director of the Institute. And please comment, give us thumbs up, and if you care to join us in this wonderful hobby.
Exactly. Join us in this wonderful hobby, digital photography, in our Club de Fotografía del Instituto Hamburgo. Nos vemos.